You traded the S4?
Absolutely. I'm going back to the dark side.
Back to BMW. 2017 G30. The tacked up display on the dash. It's huge though. Fasten safety belt.
It gives you a hug
miles.
too once you start going.
Oh yeah? That's warming. Oh, it pulled the seatbelt tighter.
Yeah. Just a little hug. It's a Mercedes thing.
Central locking buttons are now on the door. Oh, this is weird. This is weird.
Were they worried about heat from the exhaust or something?
It's a weird change over the F10. The F10 I think it felt more like a BMW. This has huge ass grills. And they're closed. I guess they open. Got some weird body lines. I don't know. $58,000 seems a bit much for a 4-cylinder 5 Series. This Lexus is about to eat shit in that pothole. Wait, let him go. Oh! Nice. Don't do the same. Oh, man. That's he was close to hitting the suspension on that one.
Yeah.
So Joe, if you had to summarize this car in a brief statement,
Let's see.
how would you state your
statement?
statement? Soft.
Soft.
Okay. Limp or soft?
Soft.
Okay.
Soft is better than limp. Floaty. It's moderately powerful, but still very good.
It's pretty quick.
It's pretty quick.
Seeing that it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder, it's pretty damn quick.
It's comfortable, but I wish it had cooled seats. I wish it had lane departure and adaptive cruise control.
Right, all options though on the G30.
Yeah, and I mean this is 58
pretty well base.
Base at 58.
The iDrive's good.
What is like a wet?
Hey,
how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good.
How much does that go?
Just enjoying riding.
It's got rear
I would say
heated
72,
seats.
Yeah, it's cool. It
73.
has 3 increments.
Yeah, and they're orange now, not green.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
That's
that's interesting. Isn't it?
Good morning. So Joe came down today. He took his mom's 3 Series in for some maintenance, something regarding the front tires, and was fortunate to get a G30 5 Series as a loaner. So we played around with that a little bit. It's a very weird car. It doesn't feel like a BMW. All the other ones have the E60 over the 39, the 10 over the 60. Those all still felt very BMW. The 30, and I hate to compare it to this, not that it's a bad car, but it felt very much like a Genesis. It was very nice. It was a quality car. It had a ton of features and options, but it just didn't have that really kind of heavy duty, built to last, Duralast. BMW feel to it. Felt lighter, stuff like the door brakes, the little things that dictate where the hinges or where the door stops as you open it, that's made of plastic now. Obviously they're trying to cut down on weight, increase fuel economy. Joe didn't even have a completely full tank and it was reading over 500 miles of range. That's ridiculous. So they've succeeded in making it fuel efficient. That was a totally base 530. It had premium and cold weather packages. That's it. It was a sport line. But it had plenty of get up and go. 2-liter 4-cylinder, probably twin turbo. I think we looked it up, 278 horsepower or something like that. So, you know, way faster than the 330. That was a top of the line 3 Series. It just lacked the tech package, which would have been added nav and PDC. But that was the biggest engine available in the 46 minus the M3 or the ZHP package 330, and it would, you know, obliterate that. Now that's 235,000 miles later, but regardless, it was plenty of power. That's not the problem with it. It just felt different, and I'm sure that the straight 6 model would feel a little bit more BMW, and the higher trim level M550 and obviously the M5 are going to have the materials, Alcantara and better leather. That leather in there felt like you could take a hose to it, completely hose the car out, let it dry for a day, and you wouldn't be able to tell that you did that. And that's probably what they're going for. That's going to be owned by families with kids, with crayons and cheese sticks in the back. They're going to get everywhere and they hose the bitch out. So, great car, it's just not, it doesn't feel like what I expect it to. So I look forward to seeing the F90 M5, which was officially not launched, but kind of detailed this past Monday. The thing's got 600 horsepower. That's what they rated it. It's probably about 650, 670. And it's going to be a monster, and it'll have Alcantara and Napa leather and all that stuff. So I look forward to seeing that next spring. I think the deliveries are starting in March of 2018, so we'll get a look at it then. Hopefully some dealers get it and we'll go poke around. But they're moving forwards in a very different way than they did 15 years ago. Other than that, we went up to Marshall Goldman today, checked out everything up there. It's very cold. It's like 56 degrees. I'm freezing to the point I'm in long pants, socks, a shirt, and a jacket looking like a prick. We went to Flipside for dinner, had an unbelievable burger and fries, as we always do at Flipside. And we came back here and hung out with Luke for a bit. Luke's headed back tomorrow to Pittsburgh. I think we will see him in the morning. We did some work on his M5. We put some new sway links in. The old ones are in here. They're the front ones. Can't see them. The front ones are real long, the short ones are tiny. And I've never done, ironically, E39 M5 front sway links. Very easy. There's two bolts, two 16mm bolts, a washer on the top, and a larger nut with a flange on the top. The issue was we took those bolts off, neither one of which were really a problem. They were very tight, but I think they're original on his car, so 17 years old and 108,000 miles. Took them out, but then there was too much tension pushing it up, so I couldn't get it out. I tried beating on the stud, trying to push it through. None of that worked, so I ended up loosening the pinch bolt that holds the strut to the hub, trying to push it out that way. And once I took off that little, if you guys know the front of the M5 like that, there's a piece in there that's attached to the pinch bolt on the hub. I took that out and then it came out. But on the other side, I figured out if you jack up the carrier about 6 inches, I was using the hydraulic jack to hold the car, and then I put a bottle jack under the rotor and jacked up the whole wheel carrier, and then I was able to line up the hole with the sway bar and put the link in there and put it down to the approximately correct torque pretty easily. So the first side took over an hour, and the second side took like 20 minutes. No big deal. I know how to do it now. The ones on my car are the original ones that came with it. Every time I'm under there, I look at the boots and they're completely sealed and they're not seized, and there's no reason for me to replace them. So until there is, I won't. That was today. It was fun. Megan was here. It was a great day. Just a little cold tonight. So tomorrow, what do we got? Friday already? Might play around with Kennan's car, see if we can find more of that PDC pre-wire. But otherwise, I'm gonna go in and shower and go to bed, and we'll talk tomorrow. Good night.